Okay, let's talk about the National League now. Some interesting results coming from the Super 8 taking place right there in Katsina. And interestingly, NAF FC of Abuja beating Delta Stars by 3-2. That was a 5-goal thriller in Group A. Then you also have J Atete and, of course, Gedano FC of Kano. That one ended 1-0. I think the talking point is basically that NAF Abuja and the one that was a 5-goal thriller in it in Group B. I mean,
yeah, still talking about day one results. Spartans lost their first game. Katsina Feeders 1-0 victory over Dynamite. Action resumes today on day 2. We're going to see the fixtures shortly. A lot of interesting matches to be played. This is the only opportunity we get to really see some of these teams. And in Group A, second round of matches for everyone. Delta Stars will take on Julius Atete Football Club. Giordano will take on NAF Rockets. It promises to be very entertaining. Then you go to Group B, where you also have some other interesting fixtures in the Dynamite. Will be taking on their opponents. The Spartans will take on Katsina Feeders. Those are the matches to look out for today in the Nationwide League Super 8. Interesting tournament, at the very lowest level of Nigerian football, where stars are made. All right, we've said quite a few things, and we want you to be a part of everything that we're doing on the show. Let's bring you into all of that. This is how you can join in, have your say, and let the world hear what you have to say about what is happening in the amazing, interesting, and fast-paced world of sports. Send us a mail, sportsismoney@channelstv.com. Get across to us on Facebook, Channel Side for Sports. Then you go on Twitter, our verified handle. We'd love to talk about it. It's very interactive. We engage you daily at channels_sports. That's how you can be a part of all that we're doing right here on your award-winning Channels Television. All right, Cecilia, we move on. You hinted earlier about the sports minister, and when you hear some of these things, everything seems to be falling in place for the Super Eagles. I wish it's like that for all the teams, but for the Super Eagles, all hands are on deck. Everybody, doing their own part. Everybody, now is the sports ministry. And it's good to hear. I hope everything gets to be ratified. But it's, issues about bonuses, issues about allowances, camping, all those stuff. The minister is making us know that they're working hard behind the scenes. And it's called special intervention. Yeah, of course, it's special intervention. Of course, when it comes to the Super Eagles, it's the super brand, so you don't have a choice than just to follow suit. So that's what everyone is doing. And that's the reason he had to go to House for Assembly. He was called upon. And of course, the budget is being made and it's about 3 billion. Okay, well, it's big, it's huge. But then the good thing is that by March, he said Super Eagles will get to have the allowances, which is pretty cool. And you don't have to wait till maybe the FIFA money comes, then you start thinking, start agitating and all that. So as they're going, before the World Cup start, they already have everything in place. They just go there. The focus will just be on the field of play. But I love this crop of Super Eagles players. They're not even concerned about that. They're not thinking about that. They just want to go to the World Cup and see if they can not just make a name for themselves, but maybe create some history, right? Make us proud, yeah. All right, let's listen to the sports minister now talking about the budget and cost preparations for the World Cup in 2018 in Russia.
To the question of welfare. By March, we intend to start paying the players their allowances, camping allowances up front. Now, that will go a long way to boost the morale of the players and confidence too. That, the new method of governance in football has taken the pattern of change. Well, we have a conservative budget of about 3 billion, but out of that 3 billion, the FIFA is going to raise about 900 million. Our sponsors and partners are also going to put about 600 million. government will raise conservatively either 2 billion, about 2 billion or 2.5 to complement. This time, we also intend to mobilize a very strong federal government delegation that will support the team.
Okay, I mean, they're going to mobilize a federal government delegation, a huge one for support for the Super Eagles in Russia. And of course, not only that, they're looking at 3 billion naira. And somebody was asking me on Twitter if Nigeria is the co-host, of the World Cup. He said, Adeoye Boyega, he says, budget of 3 billion for World Cup. We joint hosts of the competition. But I think what they're trying to do is to ensure that what they want is everything they need to do, logistics and all that, everything is taken care of. That's why they're proposing that 3 billion.
I think most times before we start screaming to high heavens,
yeah,
it's always good to do a comparative analysis. Look at other countries. Look at what they are spending before you start going out in arms and saying, look at the economic situation. And if you want your team to do well,
yes, of course,
and that is not as if all of that money is coming out from the pocket of the federal government. It just give us a breakdown. I mean, for the first time in a long time, I heard the minister speak. I was impressed a little though, but I was impressed, because. Okay. These are the things that people want to hear. These are the things that people want to hear. People want to be sure that the Eagles will go to the World Cup. We're not going to have a repeat of 2014. We're not going to have a repeat of 98. And all of those issues. And people can leave petty issues. People can leave their differences and work together. I mean, that's what I'm glad to hear. And it's not about this one is doing this, this one is doing this. And I think it's good if we can have it like that to the end of the World Cup. And hopefully, I'm afraid of what usually happens after the World Cup because of the elections, the drama, the money issues. I hope all of those things will not happen. And now that we are already talking about a contract extension for the coach, that is also good because there will be stability. And that's very key.
Really very key. We just